Greetings, math friends. The challenge is increasing. We're going to look at integrating from 0 to pi halves the product of sine alpha times sine beta, d sum of alpha beta here. So how are we going to do this? Well, we need to know what the sum of these two angles are to be able to do this. What I want to do is a trig substitution in here. I want to substitute a sum in for a product, and I have shown how you derive this in another video, so go check that out if you haven't seen that. This product is equal to 1/2 times cosine alpha minus beta minus cosine alpha plus beta. So now that we have that substitution done here, we see that this is the angle that we are integrating with respect to. It matches here. So this one is going to be a constant. We don't know what that difference is, and it's not our target. We're going to leave that like it is. The half can pass through the integrand, and then we're going to treat this like a constant. All right, so now we need the antiderivative of this. The antiderivative of this piece here is going to be the term that we're integrating with respect to times this. And if we take the derivative of that, we would just get back this would be the coefficient of that term. I'm going to write it though in front though because it's easier visually to look at and kind of understand what we're looking at. The derivative of sine is cosine. This negative is going to stay in place. And then the derivative of this will be just this. The half is going to multiply across here as a scalar when we get to it, but we're just going to leave it outside. So right now we need to plug in values into here and see what happens. So first of all, pi halves is plugging in where we have this sum here because that was the term that we integrated. So this is going to become pi halves and this will become pi halves. And then we're going to subtract this with 0 replacing those terms. We see a sign change here. This was positive, negative. So this, as we're subtracting, this will be negative, positive, and that's what we see here. First of all, we want to look at, this is a product involving 0, so this piece right here goes to 0. We have the sine of pi halves is 1. And then the sign of 0 is 0. So these last two terms go to 0, and we have 1 here. And then there's nothing to do with this. We haven't established what either of these angles are. So cleaning up these terms here, we get this. Then we can multiply this half through. And this is our final result. If we integrate this, we get this. Hopefully this has been something interesting. Maybe you can share this with somebody else and challenge them. Cheerful calculations.